Unfortunately, the Astroworld Festival Tragedy has claimed another person. 9-year-old Ezra Blount is the latest victim to succumb to his injuries following what Houston police called a mass casualty event. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know right here on IO. 9-year-old Ezra Blount is now the youngest person to have lost their life while attending Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival. If you recall, we told you that Ezra had been put on life support following the horrific crowd surge that took so many by surprise. The family of Ezra confirmed this news to ABC 13 Houston, which now raises the number of fatalities to 10 people. Ben Crump, who is an attorney for the family, said to the press, "The Blount family tonight is grieving the incomprehensible loss of their precious young son. This should not have been the outcome of taking their son to a concert, which should have been a joyful celebration. Ezra's death is absolutely heartbreaking. We are committed to seeking answers and justice for the Blount family, but tonight we stand in solidarity with the family in grief and in prayer." The mayor of Houston even shared his condolences and posted to Twitter saying, "I am saddened to learn of Ezra's death this evening. Our city tonight prays for his mom, dad, grandparents, other family members, and classmates at this time. They will need all of our support in the months and years to come. May God give them strength. Rest in peace, Ezra." Ezra had been put into a medically induced coma for over a week now after being knocked off of his father's shoulders when the crowd began to get out of control. When speaking with the press about taking Ezra to Astroworld, his father said, "He was stoked. He was ready to go. When I found out that he was a big fan of Travis Scott, I was like, oh yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go see Travis live." And his father also noted that when they arrived at the festival, they purposely stayed closer to the back of the crowd and away from the stage. Treston goes on to say, "We was in the back, way in the back, and I figured, okay, this is cool because the front can get a little wild." Unfortunately, it didn't matter how far back you were in that crowd. When the concert started to get out of hand, both Treston and Ezra were overwhelmed by the pressure of the crowd. Treston had actually passed out from the amount of pressure, and by the time that he woke up, his son had already been rushed to the hospital. Upon arriving, Ezra had major damage done to his organs and his brain had started to swell. Treston told the media, "I could tell that he was damaged. I'm not ready to lose my boy at all. We still got a bunch of living to do. That's my boy." And last Tuesday, Ezra's family joined the many others who filed a lawsuit against Travis Scott. In their lawsuit, they accused Travis Scott of gross negligent conduct, which contributed to Ezra's life-threatening injuries. In their initial filing before Ezra's passing, the lawsuit said, "To his young, growing body, these injuries will have lifelong effects, impairing his quality of life and ability to grow and thrive as he would have had he not been subjected to this incident." Along with that, they also alleged negligence on a number of different levels, from crowd control to providing proper medical attention, hiring, training, supervision, and retention. Back on Thursday, Travis Scott told the press that he and his team had been actively exploring routes of connection with each and every family that was affected by this tragedy, but he also added that he was distraught by the situation and desperately wishing to share his condolences and provide aid to the families. However, he also mentioned that despite wanting to do this as soon as possible, he wants to remain respectful to each of the family's wishes on how they would like to be contacted. As always though, we would love to hear your thoughts on all this. Don't forget to drop us a comment down below. But for now, I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube, or at least try it.